Today, I learned about Thai measure words at the market.
Today, I would like to talk about a practical lesson held at LICMU, the language school at Chiang Mai University that I attend. On this day, instead of our usual classroom, the class took place at a market just a 5-minute walk from the school building. Since it's close enough to quickly pop over to between classes, it's a great environment for this kind of practical lesson. Once we arrived at the market, the teacher first taught us how to count fruits, or in other words, the measure words.
What left the biggest impression on me was the measure word called mat. The teacher pointed to some lamiai sold at the market, which is known as longan in English, that were bundled together by their own stems and explained, "This is a mat."
Actually, I learned a few other measure words besides mat that day. Now, I'd like to introduce those 5 measure words one by one. Lûuk. This is the most basic measure word used when counting round fruits one by one. Thǔng. This is the measure word used to count items in a plastic bag. They are often sold in this form at the market as well. Kì-loo. For fruits sold by weight, the price is determined by this unit called the kì-loo. Chín. This is the measure word used when counting fruits sold in cut pieces, such as watermelon and pineapple. And mat. This is the measure word used to count items bundled together with string. Actually, I had memorized a lot of fruit vocabulary in my Thai classes, but embarrassingly enough, I couldn't match the names to the actual fruits at all. But when I actually went to the market and saw the piles of fruit right in front of me, it felt like the names and the real things connected for the first time. And I thought, oh, so this is mangosteen. During the market tour, the teacher bought a bag of mangosteens, called mangosteen in Thai, and handed them out to each student. What was interesting here was that some students had never cracked open a mangosteen by hand before, so there were moments where they looked confused, not knowing how to peel it. For a mangosteen, if you keep the stem pointing up, make a shallow cut around the equator and twist it open with your fingers. The white flesh inside will be revealed. Even without a knife, if it's ripe, you can just press it slowly and firmly with both thumbs until the rind cracks open. However, you do need to be a little careful as the purple juice from the rind is hard to wash out if it gets on your clothes. I felt the exact same way. That was the first time I learned that you can peel them by hand without a knife. It wasn't just about tasting the fruit. We also had an exercise where we passed the question around in Thai. One student would ask another, "How does this taste?" And the person who answered would then ask the next person the same question. Everyone took turns answering, like a relay. I also bought one of each fruit that I had never tried before at the market that day. I took them home and tasted them while asking in AI, "Can I eat the skin of this?" I found out that you can eat farang, guava, with the skin on, and the part right under the skin is the crispiest. For dragon fruit, you cut it in half from the top and eat it by scooping it out with a spoon. By actually moving my hands and eating it this way, I felt that the Thai language became a vivid memory rooted in experience, rather than just rote memorization. After spending about an hour in total on the market tour and shopping, we returned to the classroom. Then there was a time for each of us to answer the question, "What did you buy today?" in Thai. The hard part here was remembering the Thai names of the fruits we had bought. Everyone was struggling while looking through their textbooks. Through this lesson, I was able to understand how to properly use the measure words lûuk, thǔng, kì-loo, chín, and met with a real sense of clarity that I couldn't have gained just from studying at a desk. And above all, I experienced firsthand just how incredibly diverse Thai fruits are, and that each one has its own specific way of being cut, eaten, and savored. The vocabulary I memorized from the textbook only truly became mine when I actually saw, touched, and tasted the fruits at the market. It was a day filled with so much learning.